Hello, hello, hello. Oh my god, it has been the longest time since I have done a live. I'm so excited to be jumping on today. I am being joined by a beautiful guest. Her name is Angelica. She's all the way from Greece. I'm so excited for her to join me today. We are going to be talking about limiting beliefs, what they are and like how we can shift them. Now, Angelica is actually a manifestation coach, which is really, really exciting. I love everything to do with manifestation. I'm just waiting for her to join me. But for those jumping in, feel free to say hello. Hi, Angelica. You can request to join me when you're ready. But for those who are jumping in and out, share where you're from, how your day's been, where in the world you're from. I'd love to hear this stuff. But we'll just wait. View request. Let's have a look. I don't know. Okay, accept. I've just accepted it. That works. Accept.
Yay!
Hello! It worked.
Oh my God, we are so far away from each other, but that's the beauty of internet.
I know, right? I know. I was like, every time I go on live, I usually do it by myself, or I usually request the person. So I didn't know what to do. I was like, oh, hopefully I get it right. But how are you?
I'm very well, very well. I'm still in Mykonos for some reason. I don't know why. My intuition is telling me to stay here a bit longer. Uh,
Amazing.
so yeah, it's at least I have the sun. I can go to the beach if I want. So I guess it really helped me to, get inspired and do some work. And now it's chill. So it's all good. And you?
Beautiful. And yeah, I'm really well. So I'm from Melbourne, Australia. But were you, so you haven't lived in Greece? Is that something you've done recently?
Yeah, so very funny story. Last summer, I was working at my 9 to 6 corporate job, and I was in Greece for 2 months because I'm half Greek. My mom is Greek, and
Beautiful.
because I was working remotely, I was in Greece for 2 months, and I haven't done this since I was in high school. And how amazing is this for me to stay 2 months in Greece because I love Greece, see my family, enjoy the country in the summer. And I told myself, next summer, I want to be the whole summer in Greece. And
Wow.
then, then I was traveling a bit more. And then in March, my company said, lockdown is over. You all come back to the office now. And I was in Dubai, living my best life. I just started coaching. I just started having my first few clients in coaching, and I thought, oh my god, I don't want to go back to the office. So I went back to the office, and basically I resigned. And
Wow. A leap
and
of faith there.
uh,
You've taken a leap of faith.
yeah, so I started coaching, and then really random. I also attracted another opportunity to work in Mykonos in luxury conciergerie and renting villas and things like that. And I thought, oh, that sounds good. So I've been doing that the whole summer, and being in Greece, I also did some trips outside of Mykonos to see my family. So I did manifest what I wanted, which was to be the whole summer in Greece, and I've been almost 5 months now in Greece.
Wow, there you go. Right. And just for those jumping online that are from my audience as well, you specialize as a manifestation coach. So what exactly do you do? I mean, I have an understanding of what you do, but for those on the line.
Yeah, so I help people get rid of limiting belief, get rid of anything that is blocking them, heal, raise their vibration so they can manifest a life that is more in alignment with who they are, get clear on their vision, and yeah,
Beautiful.
life.
Beautiful. And we have pretty much the same offering, which is amazing. And this is why I love this work, right? Because it's like we are all teaching very similar things, right? All us manifestation coach, mindset coach, we're teaching the same things, but our energy is different, our experiences are different, and that's what's like the beauty in having like so many different coaches in this space, because people are going to resonate to you, people are going to resonate to me based on our story. So that's, yeah, thank you so much for sharing that. And
sure. Yeah, we all went through different things. We all had to heal different things as well, and our story is different. And also, my version of my dream life, we maybe not be the same as you, as anyone else. So that's the beauty, is that there is never enough coaches, and anyone there always going to be people who will resonate with your story, with your energy.
yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. And before we jump into the live today, it was actually really funny because you were manifesting doing more lives with people, and then I slid into your DMs, which is crazy.
In September, I was doing this business coaching retreat with Cara and Natasha, and we were talking about lives. And I remember that during the whole summer, I wanted to do lives. I did 2, and then I got so busy, I stopped. And I was thinking, okay, I need to start doing lives again, maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks. And then you got into my DM and offered me to do a live. So I was like, here it goes. Perfect.
Crazy. Yeah, and mine, and I asked you not from the I want to do more lives, but it was I resonated with your content. I loved that you were doing manifestation, so I thought, oh, it would be great for us to jump on a live and collab together. So it's really amazing. But today we are talking about limiting beliefs, like what they are. So for those of you who don't know what limiting beliefs are, we're going to go through that, and we're also going to, I guess, share a little bit about like what we do to, like, how they're formed and what we do to get rid of them. So if you want to start, Angelica, I was like, I'll put it to you as the guest, but I guess as you're working with your clients and things like that, how would you describe what limiting beliefs are?
Yes. So first of all, what is a belief? A belief is a set of thoughts and feelings that created the framework of how you explain things, how you explain phenomenon, how you explain things, and then it becomes your programming, and this is how you view the world, through your beliefs. So this is how it becomes your truth. So your beliefs are your truth about the world, basically.
Yeah. And your beliefs form part of like your identity, and generally they are formed, they're formed out throughout your life, but most prevalent, you're most susceptible to these beliefs from the ages of 0 to 7. So when you are in these ages, that's where a lot of your beliefs are formed. Now that's our beliefs, and when we're talking about limiting beliefs, these are the beliefs that you pick up that can come through parents, society, schooling. I know a lot of my belief system came from schooling as well, that are limiting you in some capacity. They're stopping you.
I would add that a belief is formed also as a protection mechanism, because when our brain can explain something, then it becomes more familiar, because more safe. So beliefs are formed to protect you, because then you can forecast what's going to happen, or you can anticipate what will happen based on your belief, and you feel more safe, you feel it's more familiar to you.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So when we're talking about limiting beliefs, these are, again, the beliefs that you picked up from throughout your life. And when you are, you go after your dream life, this is when we're going to jump into that when it comes to manifesting. But when you start to go after your dream life, firstly, like the most important thing to realize is these beliefs aren't the truth, but it's your ego's way and your subconscious ways of protecting you from what is perceived as danger. And some of these beliefs, what they look like is, I'm not good enough. I'm not ready enough, right? And one of the most important things when it comes to limiting beliefs and when we start to manifest is how sly they can be, how sometimes they're not so obvious. Have you experienced that, where like the belief sometimes can be really obvious at the surface, like, yeah, okay, I don't feel good enough, but then sometimes it manifests very subconsciously where you're like, oh, that wasn't so, I realize I'm doing that now. I realize I'm self-sabotaging.
Yeah. So definitely. So a limiting belief is a belief that is limiting you. Basically, it's telling you you can't do this because you have an explanation why you can't do this. And usually it's also out of alignment with what you want to manifest, because let's say you want something, but then your belief is like you can't have it. So then you're like, okay, then I won't go after it because I can't have it. So it's blocking you, it's limiting you in what you want to manifest. And I had so many limiting beliefs. And this is why I was working at the job that I didn't really like. I always struggled with relationship, with creating a nice relationship with guys I was dating. So yeah, I had, maybe we can give some examples. You're right. So yeah, I think the limiting belief, I'm not good enough, it's kind of general, like so many of
Yeah.
us, kind of, as you said, subconsciously, because it's something that is formed when you're a child. You see certain circumstances and you're like, oh, it must mean I'm not good enough. If this person act like that, it must mean I'm not good enough. So this one, yeah, was a
A
big
big
one.
one.
What else? I used to think also I'm not capable of making the money I want, because, and then I had lots of limiting beliefs. So every time you think something is not possible, look at the reason why it's not possible for you, and this will be your limiting belief. So I thought I had like, oh, I can't have my dream job, I can't make the money I want to make because so many reasons, like, oh, I didn't do the best schools in the world, or my parents like were like this, or I'm not smart enough, or I mean, I had so many. And yeah, and I realized, or oh, I can't start a business because no one is going to support me. That was a big one
Yeah.
for me. If I don't make money, who's going to support me? How I'm going to live? This was a
Yeah.
big.
Um, that's exactly right. And when it comes to, for those on the line who are listening, and if you want to start your own business, if that's something you're trying to manifest, I know one of the biggest beliefs I had was that money comes from corporate. It comes from a salary. It comes from you have to go get a job, and that's how money's going to come. And what, right? And then obviously through a lot of studying about the universe, studying energy and things like that, you realize like, oh wow, money is just energy and it can come in however we want. But like, you can have these big broad beliefs like I'm not worthy enough, and then you can, you know, delve into that belief and you can see it, you can tackle it further. But sometimes those beliefs are literally like as so specific as money can only come from corporate, or I need X amount of followers to make money on social media. I need a big following to start a business, because, you know, these are the things that like society has taught us, and this is what we believe about business, right? And how many beliefs do we have around like starting a business, that only so many people are successful, and you know, there's only like it's only certain people you know, make $1 million, or they become millionaires. So this is how specific the belief can be sometimes. So a lot of the time I feel as well, I just want to add this as well, that yes, society and stuff has taught us a lot of our beliefs, right? But as simple as going on social media, for example, like you're picking up everyone's belief. Like when you're around people a lot, like this is why I'm so protective of my energy now, because it's like you can go out to like a party or something and just have a conversation, and your subconscious picks up a belief, especially if you're in a very vulnerable period. Like, you know, we've just started our businesses and things like that, and we're working on reframing our beliefs. That's how easy the subconscious mind can get influenced. So I just wanted to add in there, like, these are the levels of limiting beliefs, and it's really like a limiting belief when it doesn't feel good. And that's
Yeah.
the, like, I had a coach who explained it like that, like your limiting beliefs won't feel good in your body, and that's how you know it's a lie, and that's time to investigate there.
And there are three types of limiting beliefs. So there are the core beliefs, which are the one you give yourself in this life. They are the past life beliefs. You brought with you from past lives, and they were not resolved in past lives, so you may have them in this life. And there are generational beliefs. That's beliefs that are passed down from your parents, your grandparents, generation through generation. We pass the same belief to the next generation.
Yeah, I love that because that's actually something I spoke about with my clients as well is they can't really they can't really go back and remember where that belief's being picked up. And a lot of the time it's from past life. I don't know if that's something you've had with clients as well, is it's something that they're just like, I don't even know where I've got this from, but this is the belief I have.
Yeah, so it's important to question yourself. Where is this belief coming from?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's all around a limiting belief. And I just want to ask, when it comes to manifesting, why don't limiting beliefs serve us? Like, why is it so important to do the limiting beliefs work? Because I know there's some coaches out there that don't actually believe in this work. They just completely believe on the law of attraction, manifest what you want, focus on that, and don't worry about the beliefs, like just ignore them. But me as a coach, I find I don't teach this. This is just my opinion, just because I believe in the law of attraction and we can manifest things, but I believe we create our reality from our subconscious. And I think if we don't delve into what's in the subconscious, we might manifest the things, but I might manifest money coming from hard work if that's how I think money's going to come in. So that's personally why I think it's so important. But I'd love to hear your perspective on why you think doing this work is so important for manifesting.
But yeah, exactly. It's so important because so your beliefs are programming your brain, your subconscious mind, and then we know that your life, 95% of your life is a reflection of what you have in your subconscious mind, because we live on autopilot. You know, our habits, our thoughts, our beliefs, all this is autopilot. It's in autopilot, and this is why 95% of our reality is created by our subconscious mind. So you're going to create in your life what is in your subconscious mind, and what is in your subconscious mind are your beliefs, because this is your filters. You have filters in your eyes, and you only see what you know is true. So you're only going to focus on what you know is true. And this is what you're going to see. So, you know, every day we are flooded by information, but you're only going to filter what you have in your subconscious mind, what you have in your beliefs. So you won't see all the other things that happen. And this is why we say what you focus on grows, or where focus goes, energy flows. Because the more you only focus, you're only going to see and notice and experience and find evidence of what you believe. So if you want to create something different, you need to change your beliefs. It starts from there. So
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly right. And like, to be so specific as well, I loved everything you just said. Like, if we're trying to manifest more money in our lives, we can manifest it, and then when it comes in, we feel guilty, we don't know how to hold it, we self-sabotage, we get rid of it. Like, just say you want to manifest like $1,000, right? But if you don't work on the beliefs, what happens, it manifests and your nervous system can't cope with it. You self-sabotage. And if you have beliefs of like, I'm not good enough, but you like, you know, you're not going to exactly take on opportunities, right? And I love this model. It's like with our, you know, our beliefs is what manifests, right? But what we believe, we then take action on. So it's kind of like, we can, if we don't look at the core beliefs of what we're doing, we're not going to take inspired action to go after our manifestations and things like that. So this is why, yeah, like you said as well, I think it's just so important to have a look at, you know, we're co-creating our life with the universe. So we want to be so specific with our intentions. Like, I know as a coach, and for myself, like but like the way I want things to manifest, like I want money to come to me in a really like a beautiful way. I want it to come through my business because I enjoy my business, you know what I mean? And if I don't look at those beliefs that are stopping me, I'm just going to delay the manifestation from coming through as well.
So true. Like, for example, if you think that money is hard to make, or if you think that people who have money, they are bad people, then as soon as you're going to have money, your subconscious mind is going to do something to sabotage, because you don't want to be bad. Your subconscious mind will be like, oh, money is for bad people, so you cannot keep it, because then that means you're a bad person. So Absolutely. It's going to sabotage yourself.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah. And also, when it comes to limiting beliefs and manifestation, something else that I just want to add on, because I don't know if this is something that you've experienced with your clients as well, is it's something that you work on your whole life. Because what I like to say is new level is like kind of not a different devil. I don't like to look at them as devil. I used to say that a lot, but now that I look at that saying, but what happens is we work on a layer of beliefs. Like we go after our desires, we work on that, the beliefs that are stopping us. Then the manifestation comes in, and then we go, okay, as humans, what we go is, I want the next thing to manifest. And then what happens there is a new lot of beliefs that come to the surface. So I just want to, like, for anyone on the line right now who's listening, I want you to know that, like, you don't have to clear all your beliefs. You're never going to be able to clear all your beliefs in the surface. It's like a long-term thing, and you can still attract the things that you want. You can still manifest, even though sometimes you have beliefs in you that don't serve you. It is just, yeah, it's not a short-term thing. It is like something that you'll always work on for the rest of your life. And we're allowed to work on our beliefs and layers. And like, this is why I think, like, you know, I'm sure you as well, you want to be very successful in your business. You want to make a lot of money, right? Like, once you get into manifestation, you can't help seeing that side of the world. But I know that it's a process to getting there, and that's okay as well.
Yes, for sure. Like, as you start peeling the layers, you get rid of one belief, you notice another one is coming. And it's very important to have awareness, to catch yourself thinking those beliefs, and be like, oh, is this true? Where is it coming from? Why am I thinking this? Is this really the truth? Because there are always going to be new beliefs that you didn't even know you had, or you see something and then you have a belief again that you never had before, maybe. So it's important. Yeah, it's a lifelong work, for sure.
And I wanted to ask you a question, actually, and given you're a manifestation coach, so something that's been coming up a lot is around the idea, and I know this is a limiting belief, that like you can start to take action when you're ready. You can start to take action once you've worked through your beliefs. Like, oh, I've got all these beliefs to work through, and then once I've worked through them, like, I'll start going on social media and things. But my perspective is that through aligned action, through doing the thing, then my beliefs come to the surface, then the subconscious patterns come to the surface. And I just wanted to get your perspective on that as well, like with the action versus like subconscious reprogramming and working on your limiting beliefs. Because that's just, you know, I look back at the journey I've just had over the last couple of years, and I realize, I'm like, it's always from doing the action. Like, if I didn't do the action first, I wouldn't even know that those beliefs came to the surface, like the trigger and the emotion came up. So is that your experience as well?
Yeah, definitely. And that's a good one to speak about. The third question, which was, how do we get rid of them? Or the third question, or the second question?
Yeah, that was the question. We can go into that.
Yeah. So yeah, the third question was, how do you get rid of a limiting belief? And I think that's such now we can speak about that. I think it's such a. So first for me will be to have awareness. So
me too.
Yeah, you want something, you notice you have this belief. Okay, now you're aware that you have this limiting belief. Then what you're going to do is that, as you said, a limiting belief is also associated with a negative emotion, because that's how it was formed initially. You had a negative emotion, you created the belief only to explain this circumstance, and this is how the limiting belief got created. So then you want to work on the feeling, because your subconscious mind wants to protect you from feeling this feeling again. So, and this is why it created the limiting belief, because your subconscious mind doesn't want you to be hurt again, doesn't want you to experience this feeling again.
Yeah.
So what you want to do is work on this feeling. So allow yourself to feel the feeling, allow yourself to heal the feeling, and there are many ways that there are many tools that are healing. And I personally love tapping, hypnosis, meditation, you know, just taking care of yourself, doing stuff for yourself, like to show that you love yourself. Go exercising, so moving the energy, because when you have a negative feeling or negative emotion, your nervous system get activated, and then you can't see clear. You can't be you can't see clear anymore. So work on the feeling, work on processing the feeling, and it's okay to feel bad, to feel negative emotion. And once you get good at processing it, you know you will be okay. You know it's okay. Even if you feel like that today, tomorrow you will be fine. You will have it, you will have processed it, you will have reprogrammed your subconscious mind, and in 1, 2 days, 3 days, you will be okay. So now you're not scared anymore to feel this feeling.
Yeah.
And once you have processed the emotion, then you can look at the belief more clearly, and then you can then find ways to make it wrong. So you basically look at it more objectively, and you find evidence that it's not true.
Yeah, I love that. I do that all the time.
Yeah, so then you start to look, your subconscious mind start to look for evidence that is not true. So is there people for which is not true? Is there people who have done what I want to do? Is there people who have managed to get out of this cycle and pattern where I'm stuck at? So you start to look at evidence that this is not true, and there are other examples. People have done it another way, or people believe differently. So once you start to find evidence that this is not true, and and you can do the thing that you want, or this belief is not true, and there are different beliefs, right? So for example, if you think you can only make money if you work so hard, then you look for evidence of people who have made money and are not working that hard for it. So then you start to choose a new belief. You choose, okay, actually I can make money and not work so many hours per day and not kill myself with work. And then you start to find more and more evidence of this. So you start to find more and more people and more ways that you can make money with not so much work, right? And now you're making a new belief for yourself. And the most important is to embody this belief. So to walk the talk, live with your new belief now. So implement this new belief in your daily life. So it will be like, I don't know, find a business, find a business model where you don't need to work so many hours, hire people. It could be have something online, have something more passive income. It could be like, there are so many ways that you can make money and not work so many hours per day. So then you implement, you embody this new belief. This is your new reality. This is your new truth.
Yeah, I actually love everything you just said. Like, the way that you coach and the way that like you're explaining that is literally like what I teach to the core, like to the self-awareness. So recognizing the limiting beliefs, going out of your way to like feel the emotion, like don't suppress it. Like, go, like I even have a limiting beliefs workbook for anyone on the line that wants to check that out as well. But like asking yourself the right questions, challenging the belief, and then going out of your way to find that, like, I can't even explain to like those who are on the line or listening to the replay how important it is to go out of your way to rebut the belief, because that is like what has gotten me to where I am now, being like, oh, okay, like if that was true, then they wouldn't have that. Then the person who's working so hard for like hours on end trying to manifest all this money would have it all. And that is how your subconscious mind starts to change the belief. So I love everything you said, and even the techniques you use. Like I really recommend, and as a coach I'm sure you do, like affirmations, hypnotherapy. I do EFT. But something else that's I want to speak about as well, and like obviously we're both coaches here, but something that really helps with this is actually getting a coach. That's like the biggest thing when it comes to doing this work, is not feeling like you have to do it alone. And there are periods of time where I've done it alone. I'm sure you have as well. But what I've noticed is when you get in the position of having a coach, it's kind of like you're putting yourself in the position of someone who's been through it before, and that can rebut your beliefs as well. So that's like why I think like that adding to all these things is so vital. But yeah, I loved everything you just said there.
Totally. And I myself got a coach to learn all these tools that exist, to learn about regulating your nervous system and what is a limiting belief and all that. I invested myself heavily to go through this process, to learn of that and then implement it in my life. And it worked so well that, this my passion. Like, I want to help people do the same thing for themselves. And just to come back on the action piece, it's definitely important to act on your new belief, as we say, embody, act with this new belief, because then you're reprogramming your brain. Your brain, the more you act on a new belief, the less resistance your brain will have to this new action, to this new belief.
Love it.
Why it's important to act on it. And at first you will have a bit of resistance because your subconscious will be like, oh no, but this is not in accordance to what we think. And then the more you're doing, the more subconscious mind will be like, oh, okay, it's actually safe, it's actually good. And the more you do it, the more you reprogramming your subconscious mind with this new belief and showing your brain that this is the new way, this is the new truth, this is the new belief, this is good for us.
Yeah, like exposure therapy is such a important thing when it comes to reprogramming the mind. Like, you need to go out of your way to show yourself. You need to go out of your way to prove to yourself that you're safe. And like, one of the biggest things I think, like I've seen in clients as well, is it's kind of like this fear with the universe, like that. It's like, it's hard to believe that the universe always has your back, right? Like, especially when you're new in this, right? And the way I've cultivated my trust with the universe, the way I've been able to lean in and take the leaps of faith I've had, is slowly doing the thing that I was resistant to doing and proving to myself time and time again, like, oh my God, I'm actually fine. Money doesn't run out. Like, I'm safe. I'm completely like okay. And that's like something that's been coming up a lot in my reality, like with I run a group coaching program as well, so like that's something that we're teaching the girls as well, like to be able to take the action, and like through that action you keep going and going, and over time your belief system just changes. Like, I look back at like 2 years ago and I can't even believe some of the beliefs I had that they're just not even in my vocabulary anymore.
Same. I was thinking to do a YouTube video about all the limiting beliefs I used to have. It's crazy. Like, even I'm like laughing at myself, It's, yeah, you won't believe like all the reasons you find why you can't do something or can't have something. Like, your brain will get so creative with the reasons why you can't do something, because it's uncomfortable, because it wants to protect you from being uncomfortable. And the secret to growth is be scared, but do it anyway. And this is how you grow. You get out of your comfort zone, you get out of your way, and then it becomes easier, and then you go to the next level.
Yeah, absolutely. I love everything you said. Like, honestly, love it. But I think we'll leave it there. But just for those on the line who have like joined from my platform as well, you can find Angelica on her thing. But you do one-on-one coaching with people?
Yeah, I do one-on-one coaching. I have a 3 months program. I do also shorter coaching as well. So I have different offers. I'm on Instagram, Angelica Lessie. And yeah, please DM me if you have any question. I'm here.
Yeah, beautiful. And in terms of, yeah, no, that was it. That was literally, I was like, I was going to ask this. But perfect. Okay, so oh yeah, that's what I wanted. Are you specific in a niche for manifesting, or are you more broad? Like, are you just help anyone that wants to manifest their desires?
Choose a niche. I might choose eventually later, but for now I'm kind of a broad general. Any particular area you want to work on, no problem. Yeah, I'm kind of more general for now.
Perfect. That sounds good. All right, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me.
It was so much fun. So nice to speak to you and meet you. We're gonna stay in touch.
Yes, of course.
Best for your business, and there's never enough coaches. That's an amazing job. I'm so passionate about it, and I love meeting people who are doing the same thing as me. So yeah, so nice to chat to you. Thank you so much for offering this live, and yeah, I loved it. It was so much fun.
Thank you so much. You too. Yeah, beautiful. Good conference. So, bye. Okay, thank you. Bye, bye, bye.
Bye.
Bye.